Conservation Corps is a summer employment opportunity for teens on federally managed lands. At the Kodiak National Wildlife Refuge, YCC consists of 4 young adults who are passionate about improving Kodiak's natural resources and who are eager to learn about conservation.
My favorite memory this season would be our trips out to the refuge.
In order to be able to travel to the refuge, YCC is required to endure water ditching training to safely be able to exit a float plane in case it crashes in the water. After training, YCC embarked on their first trip to the refuge's public use cabin at Dead Man Bay on the southern end of Kodiak Island.
First we went out to Dead Man Bay and we had a great time there and did a bunch of jobs like staining the deck and moving an outhouse and painting a meat shack and painting the outhouse.
My favorite part of YCC was when we had to move the outhouse. It was pretty cool.
They did installation work, which is hard work and not very fun, scratchy work. They had great attitudes and were laughing a lot and having fun while they did it, so that was really impressive.
On their downtime, YCC enjoyed fires on the beach, swimming in the ocean, and a variety of unique games.
My favorite memory would have to be going down on the beach the day we left Dead Man's Bay and picking up mass amounts of sea cucumbers.
In town, the YCC crew delivered an environmental education program about carbon to elementary-aged kids, helped out with salmon camp, and cleaned marine debris off a beach assigned to the crew by Island Trails Network.
As a YCC crew member, you get to do such a variety of activities instead of just work on one volunteer project, like say volunteering for salmon camp. And this way you got to do that and work out on the refuge.
The second trip YCC took was to Fraser Lake on the southern end of the Kodiak National Wildlife Refuge. While at Fraser Lake, YCC improved trails, put together a raft, and did cabin maintenance at the South and North Fraser Refuge public use cabins.
We attempted to move a very large outhouse.
The most challenging part of the YCC season was moving outhouses.
YCC was taught by the Alaska Department of Fish and Game how to sample fish from the weir.
Saw some bears. It was my first time.
Fraser Fish Pass is a popular bear viewing location on the refuge, and YCC spent the week living amongst the bears.
Here we are, tracking the Kodiak brown bears as they walk on a trail to the river. Right now, we're observing an adult female.
After their week at Fraser Lake, YCC did maintenance at the Kodiak National Wildlife Refuge headquarters building. YCC had the task of designing an environmental education program about recycling, so the crew visited Threshold Services Incorporated. YCC learned how to make paper and designed several recycling-themed games that they included in the program. For their final trip, YCC went to Camp Island on Kodiak Lake on the southern end of the Kodiak Archipelago. On Camp Island, the crew helped with an ongoing invasive plant project aimed to eradicate orange hawkweed.
Probably this last job where we were out doing hawkweed was my favorite.
YCC was able to learn about the research being done on Kodiak bears from refuge researchers Will and Caroline. The crew helped with the research project by measuring stream depths and discharges and by changing out batteries and memory cards in bear and salmon cameras at a few of the field research stations around Kodiak Lake. YCC designed and built a patio for visitors of Camp Island to enjoy. In their free time, YCC entertained themselves by wildlife viewing, playing cards, reading, and doing improv skits.
I think we should chop it off above the knee. Yeah, I mean, you don't need your knee.
This is no time for puns!
YCC is an awesome program that the refuge offers because it allows local teens to get out onto the Kodiak Refuge where a lot of them haven't been before and see really amazing, beautiful parts of Kodiak.
up until I did YCC, I had never gone outside the Kodiak road system, aside from traveling out of state.
I'm getting to go all over the island and do all sorts of different jobs.
YCC is the coolest job I've ever had.
YCC has made this a great summer that was probably the most well-spent summer I've spent on Kodiak.
No matter what your interests are, you will have fun in YCC.
The experience was second to none.
I will probably never have as much fun moving an outhouse.